Hey everyone, it's DeagleBeagle. So today we're going to look at Urshifu, the regular form, and I'll just actually add in the rapid strike form because I don't want to do a separate video for that. Might as well combine it. So Urshifu should, well, I shouldn't say necessarily should, but it usually should run Close Combat, Wicked Blow for the regular one, and the other moves are up to you, and it depends on the item too. If you want to use it in Trick Room, you can. You can use Power Anklet or Iron Ball or whatever. So you could... Oh, Iron Head. Yeah, Iron Head's good for coverage, or even Ice Punch you could use, or Sleep Talk. If you're not using Sleep Talk, you might want to use Terra Grass if you're using Trick Room, because they could use Amoonguss. If you're using a Power Anklet one, of course you would use Brave, Min Speed. So 45 speed, that actually outspeeds Ursaluna and Trick Room, so it's not bad. And then, no, I need to copy and paste this, but then change things around. Should have made that Rapid Strike. Wait, what? I should have made Rapid Strike later. Okay, another alternative you can use is Sleep Talk, and then just use like a stab, like either Dark or Fighting. So you might want Fighting, because let's see if it one-shots Ursaluna with Close Combat without it. Probably not. They both have the same attacks, I'm pretty sure. Both forms. The only difference, I think, is Surging Strike and their second stab. So close... Wait, why does Surging Strike do more than Close Combat to Ursaluna? What? Is it... Oh, hitting more than... Doesn't it just hit 3 times? Oh yeah, it gets a crit though. How does it do more than Close Combat? Well, I'll look at that later. We gotta go over a regular Urshifu first. So you can see it doesn't quite kill a max HP Ursaluna. This one, it should kill it, actually, most of the time. But if there's no burn damage, let's take off this burn stuff. So it doesn't usually one-shot. So yeah, you might want like Terra Fighting on it. And then if you're worried about Spore and Trick Room, you could use Sleep Talk. Even though it doesn't guarantee it's going to hit who you want to hit and use the move you want to use. And if you predict them to Spore and Sleep Talk and they don't Spore, then you're screwed. And if you don't, then you kind of waste a turn if they Spore you. So it's kind of a guessing game. So if you don't want to guess, use something like this, maybe. And then regular Urshifu, I mean outside of Trick Room, just checking I'm still recording, yep. And then you would probably want to use either Focus Sash, Scarf, Life Orb. There's lots of items you could use on it. And I would probably recommend Iron Head though, because if there's a Terra Fairy Fluttermane, you can still one-shot it. Maybe not one-shot it, but if they're bulky, but at least you do good damage to them. It's not mandatory though. Yeah, see? I used to use it with Dragonite for that reason, just to get the Flare Mane off my back. So you would probably want Detect with it, and then either Iron Head or Ice Punch or something. Yeah, those are probably the best moves, Iron Head or Ice Punch. And then you could use a different Terra if you want besides Fighting, but Fighting's pretty good. Wait, does it get a priority move? I thought it got Sucker Punch. Yeah, you might want Sucker Punch over Iron Head maybe on this one. Yeah, it gets Sucker Punch. So actually more people are going to run Sucker Punch and it gives it a priority move. Except that doesn't really use its ability because if they're protecting, then you can't Sucker Punch. Well, maybe that's why Sucker Punch is good though, because if they can't protect, they might attack. Even though they could just use a status move or stat boosting move if they're trying to beat this. And you could use Scarf with this one. I'll do one more with Scarf. So speed control is really important with Urshifu, if you haven't noticed. Because if you outspeed them and they can't protect, then it's really good. And now this one, I don't know about Sucker Punch on the Scarf one, maybe. Outspeed's their priority. You could, but you would probably want Iron Head, and you could use Sucker Punch or Ice Punch. So, good luck. And then the Terra, you could use a defensive Terra, like, I don't know, Steel or something? What is it weak to? It's weak to flying. No, it's weak to flying, not psychic. It's weak to fighting. It's weak to not bug. So I think it's just weak to two things: fighting and fairy. So there's three things: flying, fairy, and fighting. So steel would be good against two of those. Flying, fairy, and what? Flying and fairy and fighting. So what's something that resists fairy? Poison, poison, fire, steel. You could use Terra Fire maybe with it, but it would only resist 2 out of those things. Be neutral to 2 out of those 3 things and give you the burn immunity. But you could even use grass just to go through Amoonguss and stuff. So, and it still gives it neutral defensiveness versus fairy moves and whatnot. You are still weak to flying though. At least you're not weak to fighting anymore or fairy. Okay, and then this one, we'll go over here. What? So, you might want to use Surging Strikes, which I still don't get how it does more to Ursaluna than Close Combat, because 75 times 1.5 is 112.5, which is less than 120. And then, I think maybe the calc's wrong for Surging Strikes, because it should be a little less powerful than Close Combat. Because, it does get a crit and stab, but it also gets a stab Close Combat, so that's 180 power for Close Combat, 168.75 power for surging strikes, including the crit and stab. So, yeah, I think their calc is wrong. And then you would probably want to run something similar to regular Urshifu. So you could either run that power anklet iron ball type of set, or you could run like the focus sash set with a very similar move set. Surge, you would probably want 2 stab moves, detect, and then either Iron Head or Ice Punch. Or actually Ice Spinner. Oh yeah, I meant to say Ice Spinner because it's 5 more power. So if you want to use Ice Spinner, go have at it. And as far as Adamant or Jolly, it's up to you. Oops. But you would want max speed for sure, EVs on the Sash one, and max attack, and 4 in like HP or special defense. And then which one? For the Scarf one, you would want to use basically. Wait, oh, it doesn't get Ice Spinner. That's why I was saying Punch. Yeah, because I think I was looking down the moves and it didn't even get Ice Spinner. That's funny. But Urshifu Water does? That's weird, man. The Rapid Strike one. So yeah, this is what you would use for the Scarf one. But if you're using Scarf on this one, use Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Iron Head, and Ice Spinner probably. Or if you want to use some Terra Blast or other move, you can. There's other ideas. So hopefully you guys like this video. I just really like the Power Anklet Urshifu because in Trick Room, outspeeding Ursaluna is so great. And personally, I would use this Sleep Talk Terrified one because I would want to outspeed and one-shot Ursaluna in Trick Room with a close combat, whether it Terra Normals or not. That's really useful. So stay tuned for the next video.